So basically, we are doing statistics, pure maths 2, chapter 6, which is related to trigonometric equations and identities. Okay. Before you go to trigonometric equations and identities, there are some things which you really need to know. And one thing that you need to know is angles in all four quadrants. What is a unit circle? And the SOHCAHTOA Toa rule. You know that rule of SOHCAHTOA Toa?
Yeah.
Okay, can you tell me that rule, please?
SOHCAHTOA,
Mhm.
it's for sine, it's going to be OH, which means opposite over hypotenuse. And then
Okay.
for cos, for cosine, it's going to be adjacent over hypotenuse. And
So
for
sine is
tan, it's going
opposite
to
over
be,
hypotenuse,
yeah,
cos would be adjacent over hypotenuse, and tan would be opposite over adjacent.
yeah.
Do you know what is your cos theta always equal to which coordinate? Your sine theta is always equal to which coordinate, and your tan is always equal to which coordinate?
No.
No. Okay, fine, no problem. Okay, let's take for example, suppose I have this as my center of the circle. I am using the word center of the circle. Okay, and from this over here, I take a point which is up to the circumference. I hope you're with me. And from this, I draw a circle. From the circumference, I'm drawing a circle which goes like this. I hope you're with me. So this does not look like the center of my
So
circle.
the radius, right?
Okay, the radius we would take like that. Okay, just imagine. Okay, this is my theta. Okay, this is the center of the circle. This is up till the circumference C, and I say my radius of the circle is OC. Okay, I have the theta, and this is the hypotenuse. I hope you're with me.
Yeah.
If this is the hypotenuse and this is my theta, what would be my sine theta?
Sine theta, it's going to be opposite divided by adjacent.
The sine theta, this is the opposite of the theta. So I would say this
And
is
then hypotenuse, yeah.
hypotenuse is 1. So this would be my sine theta. So sine theta, I'm saying it's opposite over the adjacent. Okay. So my sine theta is something that I will tell you later. Come on, tell me the cos theta.
Miss, oh wait, for sine theta, isn't it opposite divided by hypotenuse?
Hypotenuse, sorry. Hypotenuse is 1. Give me the
Yeah.
cos theta.
Adjacent divided by hypotenuse.
So this is my cos theta because the hypotenuse is 1. I hope you're with me. Okay. Say this was my unit circle and I also make it my x-axis and y-axis. Over here, I am extending it over here. Can you tell me which axis would this be?
The x-axis,
This would be the x-axis. And which axis would this be?
the y-axis.
So this would be the y-axis. And my circle goes round from here. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So if I want the coordinates of point C, is it possible for me to get the coordinates of point C?
Yeah.
The coordinates of point C would be x and y.
Hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. So when I am talking about this, my sine theta, it is lying on which axis?
Sine theta on the y-axis.
On the y axis. So can I say my sine theta is always the y coordinate
Yes.
on the unit circle?
Hmm.
And cos theta would always be the
X coordinate.
X coordinate of point C.
Yeah.
How do I get the tan theta? It is opposite over adjacent, so it would be the y over the x.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you with me?
Hmm.
Okay. Can you tell me? My C is over here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you also tell me the gradient of this triangle?
Gradient?
Hmm.
How do I get that?
What is gradient?
Slope. Change
So,
in y divided by change in x.
okay. So this is the rise.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This is the run.
Rise divided by run. Yeah.
Okay. So when I talk about the gradient would be rise divided by the run. The rise is sine theta. The run is the cos theta. Sine theta over the cos theta is tan theta. So this is going to be my tan theta. Yeah,
So the gradient is tan theta.
the gradient is tan theta. Tan theta basically talks about the gradient. I hope you
Okay.
know what I mean. So whenever I have this a unit circle, okay, O is the center. I will come to this topic again when we are doing something, but these things should be in your mind. Okay, C, I have a x coordinate of C and a y coordinate of C. The sine theta would always be the y coordinate. This is the y opposite over hypotenuse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
this is the y, right?
Yes.
Okay, so opposite over the
Over
hypotenuse.
hypotenuse.
Okay, fine. Now let's talk about the cos theta. Cos theta, this axis is which axis? X axis.
X-axis.
It is adjacent over the hypotenuse, cos theta. So cos theta is always the x coordinate of the point C.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the
Cos
y,
theta is what?
this is the x coordinate.
Okay.
See, this is the y coordinate. This lies on the y axis, this line,
Yeah.
and this will lie on the x axis.
Hmm.
So sine theta is always which coordinate?
Y coordinate.
Cos theta is always which coordinate?
Y coordinate.
Cos theta is always which coordinate?
X coordinate. Miss, but I still have some doubts. Why is sine theta on the y-axis and cos theta on the x-axis?
We did na soka to.
Yeah.
Okay. This was my unit circle. I had the x coordinate and a y coordinate which we've made. I made this 0 and I took a radius OC of 1.
Hmm.
Okay. And from here I have drawn a line which is of 90 degree and I'm finding the value of theta. Sine theta
Okay.
is opposite over the hypotenuse.
Yeah.
So opposite over the
Hmm.
hypotenuse.
Okay.
It's just going to remain opposite because my hypotenuse is 1.
Okay.
So the opposite, this is the sine theta. Which axis is this on?
Y-axis.
Cos theta, adjacent over the hypotenuse. So this is on which axis?
X-axis.
Axis. So cos theta would be the x coordinate and sine theta would be the y coordinate. And the gradient is my tan theta. Gradient, I would say it is the rise over the run.
Yeah.
So rise over the run, sine by cos gives me tan theta.
Hmm.
This is the gradient, right? Slope.
Yeah.
Are you? I hope you're with me.
Yes, miss.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So now let me take you to this part. You want to write your notes, please write it. So we are talking in angles in all the four quadrants. I hope you're with me.
Yeah.
Okay, I've given you four circles. Assume this is which axis?
X-axis.
This is which axis?
Y-axis.
y-axis. So I would say this is my first quadrant.
Yeah.
This would be my
Second.
third quadrant, and this would be my fourth quadrant. Are
Yeah.
you with me? Okay.
Hmm.
If I start from here, okay, I start making angles from here. This would be 0. X is 0 where?
Yeah.
Okay. I start making an angle. Suppose I make an angle over here and I randomly say this is 30. Randomly, just an estimation. If I extend it and I put it over here, will it be more than 30?
Yeah.
Okay. If I have it over here, what will it be?
More than 30. Yeah.
More than this one?
Yeah.
If I have it over here, this will be.
90 degrees.
So this is 0. What will this be?
90.
What will this be?
180.
What will this be?
270.
270. What will this be?
360.
If I go further around, okay, what will this be?
360 plus 90.
360 plus 90, how much? It would be further 360 plus 90, so this would be 450. Plus 90, this would be 540. Plus 90, this would be 630. I hope you're with me.
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing I want to know over here, I'm making this angle over here. Okay. Say this is 30. How am I measuring
Hmm.
my angle? Which way? This way, right?
From, yeah.
Okay, fine. Now I go over here. I'm saying this is, say, 85. How will I measure the angle? Like this?
Yeah.
Okay. If I go further beyond, I say this is 110. How will I measure the angle?
Just like this. Yeah.
If I go further beyond, I say this is 190 degree. How will I measure the angle?
Right to left.
Right to left. If I go further beyond, how will I measure?
Again, same.
Okay, same way like this.
Yeah.
So can we say that when we start from here, the measure of our angle keeps on increasing?
Yeah.
If it completes one rotation, it is 360.
Hmm.
Completes another rotation, it would be 360 plus 360.
Yeah.
Completes another rotation, it would be
360
like
plus
that,
360 plus 360.
that we can keep on adding up till whatever angle we need. I hope you are with me.
Yeah.
Right. Now we will talk about angles between 0 and 90 degree. You know how to measure measure this thing, right? What we will put over here?
Where?
Here. Here you will put 0.
0.
This would be
90.
this.
180 and 270 and then 360.
Okay. And this would be 360 degree. Okay. Say for the example, I take an angle over here and this angle is theta. Okay.
Hmm.
This is O and this is P. From here, I draw a 90-degree line.
Okay.
Give me sine theta.
What?
Can you give me sine theta?
It's going to be opposite divided by hypotenuse.
Hmm? So, ka, toa. So, I would say sine theta would be the y coordinate
Yeah.
of
Hypotenuse.
P. Yeah,
Yeah.
cos theta.
Cos theta is going to be uh x coordinate of A.
X coordinate of P only. Okay?
YP.
Of P only, always, of the circumference.
Okay.
Okay? This would be the y coordinate, cos theta would be the x coordinate, and tan theta would be y over x. I hope you're with me.
Yeah.
This is from 0 to 90 degree.
Hmm.
When you're checking from 0 to 90 degree, tell me the x coordinate over here is positive or negative?
X coordinate.
Hmm.
Positive.
And over here,
Positive.
y coordinate is also positive. This is the x coordinate and this is the y coordinate. If you see, the y coordinate is also upside, x is also upside. So when I'm talking about angles in the first quadrant, I would say my sine is also positive,
Yeah.
my cos is also positive.
Sine. Miss, how do you like?
I told you sine theta is the y coordinate of P. We just explained this, right?
Yeah.
Cos
Okay, so you look at the Y
theta.
values.
This is the x coordinate, this is the x.
Yeah.
Okay, x is coming here.
Hmm.
This is the y.
Yeah.
Y is also on the upside, it is positive.
Yes.
Okay. So x coordinate would be the cos theta, y coordinate would be the sine theta. If you don't remember, put this P as cos theta sine theta. Okay. X coordinate would be the cos theta, y coordinate would be the sine theta.
Okay.
Okay. So if you see over here, in your first quadrant, your sine theta is what? Positive.
Yeah.
Sorry, cos theta is positive.
Hmm.
X coordinate. Sine theta is positive, y coordinate.
Yeah.
Okay. And tan theta is also positive because y is positive, x is positive, so tan is also
Yeah.
positive. So I am telling you that in the first coordinate, all the angles are positive.
Yeah.
Sine, cos, tan, all is positive between 0 to 90 degree.
Yeah.
Now I go to the second one. Okay, the quadrant two. So here theta is lying between what to what?
Is lying between. Yeah.
Okay. Now second quadrant.
90
Hmm.
less than or equal to theta less
Theta
than
is
or equal
lying
to 180.
80 degree.
Hmm.
Okay. What will I do? From the radius, I'll take a point P.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm making it theta.
Okay.
Okay. From here, I'm drawing a 90 degree.
Yeah.
The coordinates of point P would be what?
XY.
X, Y. And if I don't understand, I will write
Cos
cos,
theta sine theta.
cos theta, sin theta. I hope you're with me.
Yeah.
Come on. In the second quadrant, okay, your X coordinate is positive or negative.
It's positive.
Here, this is your X.
Oh, sorry, sir. It's negative.
And Y is,
Positive.
what is your sin theta?
Sine theta is going to be positive.
Sin theta is the Y coordinate, it is going to be positive. Okay. What about your
Yeah.
cos theta?
It's going to be negative.
Cos theta would be the x coordinate is going to be negative, and when I'm talking about my tan theta, it is going to be y over x. It is going to be negative.
Negative.
So
Yeah.
can I say my sign on in the second quadrant only my sign is positive?
Yes.
Okay. Are you sure with me?
Yeah.
Okay. So in your first quadrant, all the angles are positive.
Yes.
In your second quadrant, which is between 90 to 180, only your sign is positive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you draw examples of the third and fourth quadrant and tell me what will be positive and what will be negative? I'll pause the video and I'll wait for you. Is that fine?
Yeah.
So I made for the first and second quadrant first. So in the first quadrant, I derived that all my angles are positive. Sine, cos, and tan. Are you with me?
Yes.
In the second quadrant, we said that only which one is positive? Sine is
Only sign in. Yeah.
sine is positive. That's when we were talking about the third quadrant. This would be our point. This would be P and this would be cos theta sine theta. Okay. So
Yeah.
this is Y and this is X. So in the third
Mm.
quadrant, cos is negative,
Yeah.
sine is negative,
Yes.
and negative and negative. So I would say my tan is positive.
Yes.
Okay. Similarly, if I go to my fourth quadrant, third quadrant is between 180 to 270. Similarly, if I go to my fourth quadrant, which is between 270 to 360, I would have an angle which would be over here.
Yeah.
Okay. I name this P and this would be cos theta sine theta, or I would say
Yeah.
this is X and Y.
Yeah.
Yeah. X coordinate is what?
X coordinate is cos theta.
Positive.
Yeah.
Y coordinate is negative.
Tan theta is also negative.
Okay. So X coordinate is positive, Y coordinate is negative. So I would say my tan theta is also negative. So with this, I derive a rule which is called the cast rule. Which rule? Cast
Cast
rule.
rule.
Okay. What does the cast rule say? In the fourth quadrant, I want you to tally with all the diagrams that you're getting. Okay. My cast rule says this will be written as CAST.
Hmm.
Okay. Over here, I'm just writing, okay, X, or I'll write cos and sine. Cos and sine,
Yeah.
cos and sine, and cos and sine. I hope you're with me.
Yeah.
So the cast rule says that in this quadrant, only cos will be positive.
Hmm.
Cos is the x coordinate, right?
Yes.
So in this quadrant, only cos will be positive. In the first quadrant, all is positive.
Hmm.
Everything is positive, all the angles are positive. In the second quadrant, sine is positive.
Yeah.
X, Y, X, Y. X is the cos, Y is the sine. X is negative, Y is positive.
Yeah.
Yes. And in the fourth quadrant, only tan is positive.
Hmm.
So what does the cast rule say? Tell me.
The fourth quadrant will be
Yeah.
positive only for cos. Then the first one is going to be positive for every rule, and then
All
for
angles.
the whole angles. And then for the second quadrant, only sine is positive. And for the third quadrant, only tan is positive.
This is between where to where?
0 to 360.
0 to 90.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. So between
Mm.
0 to 90, all is positive.
Yes.
Okay. Between 90 to 180.
Sine is positive.
Between 180 to 270.
Only tan is positive.
CAST.
T.
Between 270 to 360.
Only cos is positive.
Only the cos is positive. Now, have you noticed over here that whenever I make an angle, I make an acute angle with the x axis? Whenever I made the theta, whether it was the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, or fourth quadrant, I made an acute angle with the x axis.
Yeah.
I made an acute angle with the x axis.
Mm.
Yeah. Over
Yeah.
here also, I made an acute angle with the x axis.
Yes.
Even over here, I made an acute angle with the x-axis.
Mm.
Now, even over here, I made an acute angle with the x-axis.
Yeah.
Can you tell me the cast rule again? C.
C for uh fourth and then EST.
Okay. In this quadrant, come on, tell me.
Cos is positive. All are positive. All angles. Only sine is positive. Only tan is positive.
Okay. Now I'm going to give you some other rule. Okay. To remember, we've learnt with the cast rule. Now we'll remember with certain memory techniques. How do I do this? If I see I've made the first, second, third, and fourth quadrant, have I done that?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you find sine theta is half at what angle? At what place?
Sine theta is half at what place?
What will be the value of theta?
Sine
Will I say
inverse
that
of
theta
1 by
will
2.
be sine inverse of half?
Yeah.
So I'm going to get how much?
Sine inverse of half is going to be 30.
30 degree. Very good.
Yeah.
So now we are going to talk about sine. Come on, sine is always which coordinate?
Is the y coordinate.
Cos is always which coordinate?
Cos is x coordinate.
And when I talk about tan, it will always be what?
Rise over run.
Here the diagonal. So if
Yeah,
I say this is my
hypotenuse.
sine theta is half, I would say my cos theta is half, or I would say my tan theta is half. Okay, that means this is going to be 30 degree. When I put this on the calculator, I get this as 60 degree, and tan theta is half at 26 degree. Okay, sine. Sine is always which coordinate?
Miss,
Hmm.
yeah,
Sine is which
okay, yeah.
coordinate?
Sine is y coordinate.
Cos is,
Cos is x coordinate.
and tan is always the diagonal.
Yeah,
Okay, you remember this. So whenever you have an acute angle over the sine theta, okay, whenever you have an acute angle over the sine theta, sine is what?
y coordinate.
Okay, sine is the y coordinate, and you want the acute angle over the sine theta. Come on, sine is going to be positive.
Yeah,
It would be 30 degree over here, and you draw the reflex over here. At both these places, sine is going to be positive. Just check with
hmm.
your first rule. C A S T. Sine theta over which axis?
Y axis
Over y axis. Okay. Now cos theta
is the
over
x
the
axis.
x axis. Okay. If I want to make a positive angle with the x axis, okay, cos theta, x axis.
Yeah,
How will you make?
so it's going to be the first and the fourth one.
So the reflex will be over the x axis. This is
Yeah,
y axis. So we had the reflex over the y axis. This was x
yeah,
axis. So we have the reflex over the x axis. So if I have cos 60, okay, even year 60, even year 60, both will be positive. Are you with me?
yes. Hmm.
P A S T. And when I talk about the tan theta, tan is going to be positive diagonal you will make. Okay, you will always remember the diagonal. 26. Where will be the other 26? 26.
Yeah,
Okay, fine. Now, why I'm doing this, I'll tell you. We want the equivalent angle of this sine 30.
yeah,
How will you get the equivalent angle of this sine 30?
by the first and the second
This
quadrant.
and this will be the same, right?
Yeah,
Okay, this and this will be the same. This is what?
The x coordinate, x-axis.
This is 0, 90, 180, and 360.
270.
270 and 360.
Yeah.
This is 180 minus theta. So can I say my sine 30 is also equal to my sine 180 minus theta, that is my sine 150?
Yeah.
This is 180 and this is minus theta. So equivalent angle of sine 30 using the casts or the quadrant would be 180 minus theta.
Yes.
Yes, since this was positive, even this has to be positive. That is why we took this. I
Yeah.
hope you're with me. Come on, cos 60. Equivalent to which angle?
60 of the fourth quadrant.
Yeah, so this which angle will this be? This is the acute angle. But what will be the measure of this angle? Because we are forming a unit circle, right?
360.
Mhm. Check 0, 90, 180, 270, 360.
Yeah.
So this angle is what? This full is 360,
Yeah.
but I'm stopping over here.
Hmm.
Hmm? So if from this full 360, if I remove this, it would be 360 minus theta.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this would be 360 minus 60. So cos 60 is equal to cos 300. Equivalent angle.
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Tell
Hmm.
me tan 26.
And 26 is going to be 270 minus
No, yeah, yeah. Which
26.
angle? Which is this?
This is 180.
180?
Yes, but
180 plus
180 plus
26.
26. But
180
why
plus
don't we
26.
do why
I will
don't we
tell
do
you why.
270?
We will always take the acute angle with the x-axis.
Okay.
We will always take which angle with the x-axis?
Acute
We
angle
will
with the
always take the
x-axis.
acute angle with the x-axis. Come on, I'm giving you time. I want you to draw this. Try it yourself, and then I will move ahead. So we have this. This is my x coordinate, x-axis.
Yeah.
This is my y-axis.
Hmm.
This is my first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. I hope you're with me.
Yes.
We always look at the acute angle with the x-axis. That means if I'm making a line over here, it would be acute angle with the x-axis.
Yeah.
Okay. When I'm making a line here, it would be acute angle with the x-axis. When I'm making a line here, it is acute angle with the x-axis. When I'm making a line here, it is acute angle with the x-axis. I hope you're with me.
Yes.
Okay. So whenever you're finding equivalent fraction, equivalent angles with acute angle with the x-axis having the same signs. Okay, positive, positive. Okay, suppose it's for sine, so it is going to be like this.
Yeah.
Suppose it is for cos, so it is going to be like this.
Hmm.
And for tan, it's going to be like this.
Yeah.
Okay, sine is across the y-axis, cos is across the x-axis. Okay,
Yeah.
and tan is diagonal, and you always start with here, the first
Hmm.
one. I hope you're with me.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you have something over here, it is going to look like this.
Yeah.
Okay. If you want the equivalent angle and it is coming over here, to find that acute equivalent angle, you will always do 180 minus theta.
Okay.
Okay. So suppose you have sine theta. Everything over here you will start with. Okay. The equivalent angle of this side would be sine 180 minus theta. Okay.
Yeah.
If I have cos theta, okay.
Cos theta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
One
I
and the fourth
and if I put cos 180 minus theta, tell me where will 180 minus theta come?
is going to be in the third quadrant.
Over
Oh no,
here,
in the second. Yeah.
80 minus theta.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Cos theta, this is cos theta. If I have over here 180 minus theta, so it is going to be minus cos 180 minus theta.
And what does that mean?
Okay, I'll tell you what does that. I have sin 30.
Yeah.
Okay. I have sin 30, cos 30, and tan 30.
Okay.
Okay. If I want equivalent angles in this quadrant,
Yeah.
equivalent 30-degree. So it would be sin
180 minus 30.
180 minus 30. It would be cos 180 minus
180 minus.
tan 180 minus 30. But
Yeah.
over here only sign is positive, so this both will be negative.
Hmm. Okay.
Want equivalent if I want equivalent theta between 180 to 270.
Between 180 and 270.
Yeah,
So
over here.
only tan is going to be positive.
Only tan is going to be positive, but over here it will always be 180 plus theta.
Yeah.
This line is always 180
Minus theta.
minus theta. So if I want an equivalent angle between 90 to 180, okay, so sine 30 would be 180 minus 30, but positive.
Yeah.
If I want an equivalent angle, so it is going to be
For
minus cos
yeah.
150. What is it going to be equal to? Tan 30 will be minus tan 180
Hmm.
minus 30. Now over here, it's always going to be 180 plus theta.
Yeah.
Okay. So sine theta is equal to sine 180,
180 plus theta.
but here only 180 plus theta comes over here.
Yeah.
So this will be,
180 plus theta.
this will be negative.
Minus sign. Yeah.
Because over here only what is positive?
Only tan.
Only tan is positive. So if I have cos theta and tan theta, so it will going to be tan 180 plus theta, sorry, cos 180 plus theta, tan 180 plus theta.
Minus cos.
This is going to be plus and this is going to be minus.
Yeah.
I hope you're with me.
Yes, miss.
Over here it would be,
Where? Oh, it's going to be sine to 360. I mean 360 minus theta.
yeah, and this would be 360 plus theta or only the theta.
Yeah.
Are you with me?
Yes.
Come on, let's look at the lines. This is what?
Theta.
Or
360 plus theta.
this?
180 plus theta. 180 minus theta, sorry. 180 plus theta. 360 minus theta.
Okay, again.
Theta or 360 plus theta. 180 minus theta. 180 plus theta. 360 minus theta. 360 plus theta.
Very good. Now let's talk about in terms of pi. Pi means what?
180.
And 180 and 2 pi means
360.
3 pi means
360 plus 180.
540. Okay, no, we don't look at 3 pi. Come on, let me tell me in terms of pi.
Okay. Pi minus theta. Pi plus theta. 2 pi minus theta. 2 pi plus theta.
Okay. I have this value of 30 degree.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Hmm.
To get this angle, what will I do?
To get this angle, you'll do pi minus 30.
Okay.
180 minus 30.
180 plus
This,
30,
yeah, 180 plus 30.
360 minus
Here,
30 and 360.
360 minus.
And you can use the cast rule to determine the positive and negatives.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Very comfortable with this?
Yes, yes.
Now, one last thing I will teach you before I take you to the questions is this part. Now, this is your unit circle. I want you to learn the labelings. CAST,
Yeah.
okay? And we look at the x and y coordinates over here, x and y coordinates here, x and y
Hmm.
coordinates here, and x and y coordinates here.
Okay.
Yeah. You also know that this is going to be 0, 9, 180, 270.
Yes.
Okay. On this axis, x
What?
axis. On the x
Yeah.
axis, is always 0,
Cos. Yeah.
y is always 0,
Y is always 0. Yeah.
and x will be 1 and minus 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Come on this axis.
This axis is going to be x is equal to 0, and the up part is going to be positive, and the down part is going to be negative 1.
So y would be 1 and minus 1.
Yeah.
So on the x axis, y coordinate is 0. On the
Yeah.
y axis, x coordinate is 0.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Okay. Now we have learnt all the labelings we need to know. I will give you some time. Okay, look over here. Write down
Yeah.
the value of sine 270.
Sine 270.
Sine would always be
So,
coordinate.
what?
Sine would always be which coordinate? Sine
Negative
would
in
always be
the,
y coordinate.
yeah, y coordinate.
X cos would always be,
X coordinate.
tan would be y by x.
Hmm.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Sine is the y coordinate, 270.
Sine 270 is equal to minus 1. So 180 plus minus 1.
Sine 270. Which coordinate you want to look at? Y coordinate. It's minus 1.
Okay, yeah. Minus 1.
Cos 90.
Cos 90 is going to be 1.
Okay. Cos is which coordinate?
X coordinate.
So it's going to be
So 0. Yeah.
sine 540.
Sine 540.
9,
So
18,
360
27,
plus
360, 360 plus 90.
it is 450.
Then
So it's going to be 180. So
sine,
minus 1, 0.
sine is which coordinate?
Y coordinate. So 0.
Tan 180.
Tan 180 is going to give us 0.
Y by x.
Yeah.
0. Cos minus 180. I'll come to this later. It's a negative angle. I will teach you this later. Okay.
Okay.
You will do this and you will try this. I will wait for you.
What?
Try to recall how will you make this?
You'll draw a circle with
No.
4 quadrants.
Yeah. Then,
Then you'll write 0, 90, 3, and 180, 270, and 360.
okay. Then,
And then we can label the coordinates there as well. So for 0, it's going to be 0, 1, I mean 1, 0. And then for 90, it's going to
is
be,
the x coordinate.
yeah,
Then I'll write the y coordinate.
Hmm.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
what now?
Hmm.
For
One
this,
zero. For the up part, it's one
first
zero. For the
first
down
we
part, it's
always
minus.
write the y-axis. X coordinate is
Yes, 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 yes. So 0, 1 and 0, minus 1.
so this you have to know. Then what are the things you have to know? Sine would be
Uh,
y
Sine
coordinate.
is y-axis. Yeah, y coordinate.
Cos would be the x coordinate.
Yeah.
If you don't remember, then you would look at this. What will you look at? Sokatwa.
So cut.
Okay. This is x and this is y. Sine theta,
Yeah.
opposite.
Hmm.
Cos theta, adjacent.
Yeah.
Sine theta, opposite over hypotenuse. Cos theta, adjacent over hypotenuse. Okay. What I'm expecting you to do. We did this right.
Yeah.
I wanted to do the down part. The other one which I've given you to try. Now we did what we knew for the positive angles. That means I had a positive sine. What? Sine theta is equal to half. I had cos theta equal to half, and I had tan theta equal to half. Right? Then with the use of calculator, we found out that it is 30 degree. Cos theta would be the x-axis and the tan theta is diagonal. Are you with me?
Yeah.
So this was 30, 30. And this would be 180 minus 30, that is 150 degree. Equivalent angle, right?
Yes.
This was 60 and 60. So this would be
360
360
minus 60.
equivalent angle. Yeah. And this was
Yeah.
26. Okay. And 26. So this
Hmm.
would be 180 minus 26, the equivalent angle. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we had also labeled this as 0, 9, what? 180, 270,
270, 360.
and 360. But if I have a negative angle, okay, what am I saying? I have a negative angle. This will still lie. The sine theta would still be across the y axis. Cos theta would still be across the x axis. And tan theta means it will still be diagonal. But only thing is that my unit circle direction would change. Okay. What I'm trying to say is if it's a negative angle, so we would go reverse. When I say we will go reverse, so this would be 0, 90, 180, 270, 360.
Okay.
Are you with me? If
Yes.
I have sine theta is equal to minus half, so theta would be minus 30 degree.
Yeah.
If I say my theta is minus 30 degree, that means it would lie from year to year, but it will still be 30. Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Because it is a negative, that is why we are going anti-clockwise. We
Hmm.
always go clockwise, but because it is negative, we will go anti-clockwise. So the equivalent of it would be where?
Would be,
Here we had
this
this,
is what? Sine, right? So
it's
on
negative.
the second,
It
on the
is
third
negative.
quadrant.
Remember this? Since it was negative, we had the cast rule. Here only the
Yeah.
cos is positive and sine both is positive here.
Okay.
So the other one would be here.
Why here?
You have sine negative 30.
Yeah.
Where else will you have a sine negative?
In the tan.
Here all is positive, sine is positive,
Yeah.
cos is positive,
Mm.
Tan is positive. So sine
Mm.
negative can only be both at these both places.
Yeah.
Okay. Sine negative will only be at these both places. So you have a negative where?
In the third and fourth quadrant for sine.
You have a negative in the third and the fourth quadrant. Remember it that way. Remember it reflex wise. It means the same thing. Okay. So it would be 180 minus 30. Okay. Can you
Yeah.
do for the other two? I'll wait for you. Pick anything you desire.
Okay.
Okay. We had cos theta is equal to minus half.
Mm.
We had cos theta is equal to half. So you take minus half. So theta will be cos inverse minus half.
Yeah.
That is cos minus 60. If it is minus 60, it's going to come over here.
Mm.
Cos is around which axis?
Cos inverse minus half is 120.
Sorry,
Cos inverse minus half is 120.
120.
Yeah.
Okay. So 120. So 0, 9, 180. So cos inverse minus half. So theta would be minus
120.
120 degree. Minus 120 degree would come over here.
Mm.
So we are going from here and we want a minus 120.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if this is a minus 120, we are looking at this angle. So what will this be?
180 minus 120.
Hmm.
60. So minus 60.
Hmm. Okay. Cos is around the
Mm.
x-axis. So it's going to be like this and like this. Yes. So we had a
Yeah.
120 over here.
So 180 plus 60.
And 180 plus 60. So it becomes how much?
240.
240.
So it's going to be minus 240, right?
Hmm. Are you with me?
Yeah.
And the tan. If the tan was like this for positive, where do you think will be for negative?
What do you mean?
For positive, this was like this.
Yeah.
For negative,
So for negative, it's going to be in the second and the fourth quadrant.
yeah. And if you remember, if you know, if you take by the cast rule, where is tan negative? Here in this
In the,
book, tan is positive.
yeah,
So tan would be negative here.
yes,
It would be 26, 26. I hope you're with me.
yeah,
Okay. Now, if you keep this in mind, let's try to do this. What we left? Cos minus 180. Are
cos
you with
minus
me?
180. Yeah.
Yeah.
So cos minus
So
180,
9, 180.
180,
Cos is the x coordinate
0. Yeah, minus 1.
minus 1. Cos minus 90.
Cos minus 90 is 0.
Okay. See this?
Yeah,
Then we did our exercise. Sine minus 90.
yeah.
What is the x coordinate over here? 0 and y coordinate is minus 1. Sine
Yeah.
minus 90. Sine minus 90, Mahad.
Yeah, so sine minus 90 is going to give us -1.
Okay. Cos minus 90.
Cos minus 90 is going to give us 0.
0. Very good. So we are done with this now. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm sure you will be able to do all of this.
yes, yes.
Now let's try to work out this. I will give you 2 minutes time to think. If you're watching the video, pause, think, try, and then I'll do along with you. Okay. So we are talking about tan 225. So we start from here. We are going like this. It's going to be 90, 80, and 225.
Yeah.
When I talk about tan 225, it is going to make this acute angle with the x-axis.
Mm.
Are you with me? So it is going to be 180 minus the theta, and this is going to reflect over here. Yes?
Isn't it supposed to be 180 plus theta?
Sorry, 180 plus theta. But now over
Mhm.
here, I want to find this value, and this is entirely 225. So can you give me the value?
Okay, so 180 minus,
Can you do 225 minus 180?
yeah, 45.
45, and it is going to reflect over here. Or alternatively, you would see where else is tan positive, tan will be positive over here.
Okay.
Yes? So
Yeah,
tan 225 is also equal to tan 45, which is equal to 1 degree. You can use your calculator for this.
yeah.
Okay? Now we talk about tan 210.
Tan to 10. So
Hmm?
it's going to be 30 degrees.
How did you do
In
that?
the third,
It is
210 minus
first
180.
quadrant, right? So this is
Yeah,
0,
first and third.
180, 270. Now you do 210 minus 180. It's going to be how much? 30 degree.
Yeah,
Where else is tan positive?
first quadrant.
Okay. So we always remember with the reflex angle, it becomes a bit easier. So this is equal to tan 30. So it is
Yeah.
going to be 1 by root 3.
Hmm.
Okay. Now sine 150.
Sine 150 is going to be 180 minus 150,
Hmm.
which is 30.
And where will it reflect?
Miss, but how is this angle 30? Okay, okay.
We
30.
take the acute angle over the x-axis. Okay. Sine 150. You start with your 0, 9, 180. If it's
Yeah.
150, this is 150, right?
Yeah.
So we take
Hmm, okay.
the x-axis, so it's going to be 30 degree. Okay. Now
Hmm.
I want sine 150. It was
Yeah.
equivalent to which angle?
Sine 30.
It is equivalent to sine 30. How did you get 30? 180?
180 minus 150.
No. 180 minus 150 is equal to
30.
30. It is going to be reflected where?
In the first and the second quadrant.
Yeah. So sine is always across the y-axis. So the reflex is the y.
Hmm.
Yeah. And sine
Hmm.
30, you can put it over there. It is equal to half. I hope you're with me.
Yeah.
Cos 300. I'll give you some time to try it and then I solve with you.
Okay.
Okay. So we are looking at cos 750. Okay. So we are starting from here. 0, 9, 180, 270, 360. I am going up to 750. So this is one unit circle. Are you with me?
Yeah,
360 plus 90,
it's going to be
450
450,
plus 90, 540
540,
plus
630,
90, 630 plus
720.
90, 720. And I am at 750. So I'm
Hmm.
completing another circle now. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is what 720.
Hmm.
When I come up till here, it's 720. I'm looking at 750.
Yeah.
It's going to be 30-degree. C A S T.
So 360 minus, I mean 7, 360 minus 30.
So cos 750 is also equal to cos 30.
Hmm.
Hmm?
Miss, do we do 720 minus 30?
1 minute. We have cos 750, right? This is
Hmm.
my cos 750.
Okay. Yeah.
Continuing, it is also equal to cos 30.
Yeah.
This is 750, remember.
Hmm.
We continued our unit circle like this to arrive at 750.
Yeah.
Properly. Yeah,
Yeah.
we continued our unit circle like this. So this was cos 750, which the minor acute angle that it makes is 30-degree. Okay, so where will other cos be positive over here? I hope you're with me.
Yeah. What was the angle going to be?
750 is equal to cos 30. Yeah, if you want to find all the angles that is equivalent to cos 750. Hello,
Miss, we can also do 750 minus,
we
I
did
mean,
that, right?
yeah, okay.
This is that angle, right?
Hmm.
Okay, if I want to find all the angles, so I'm starting from here.
Yes. Yes.
You know that this is there.
Yeah.
You go, 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 you go. It again intersects
Hmm.
here.
Yes,
So
miss.
you will calculate this angle. It again intersects here. You will calculate this angle.
Yeah.
But we want right now only one. Okay?
Hmm. Okay.
I hope you're with me.
Yes. Yes.
Its equivalent angle is cos.
30.
Okay, fine. Cos 120 is equal to
Cos 120 is equal to 180 minus 120, which is 60 degrees.
1 minute. 0, 9, 180. 120 is over here.
Yeah.
So 60.
Hmm.
But where will cos be?
In the fourth quadrant.
Hmm. So this is 120 for me.
Yeah.
Now C A S T. Yeah, I'm doing something wrong.
It's supposed to be in the fourth quadrant.
1 minute. 0, 9, 180, 270, 360. So where is 120?
Yeah. 120 will be in the third. I mean in the second quadrant.
CAST. How second quadrant?
Because it's 120.
Yeah, na?
Yeah.
But here my cause is not positive.
Oh, okay. So it's, huh?
Is my cause positive here?
No, miss. So it's
Hmm.
going to be in the first.
It's going to be in the first and third.
Miss, you're muted.
The equivalent angle of cos 120, okay, would be negative cos 60 because over here I do not have cos as positive. I hope you're with me.
No, miss.
Okay, fine. We are trying to find equivalent angles.
I can't hear you.
We are trying to find equivalent angles. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I want to find an equivalent angle of cos 120.
Hmm.
So this is going to be 0, 90, 180, and 270.
Yeah.
Cos 120. This is 120, right?
Yeah.
I start from here and come over here. But when I'm trying to find the value, I will take the one which makes acute angle with the x-axis. So this is 60. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Okay. But if I have the cast rule, CAST, so cos 120 is equal to cos 60, but it is negative cos 60 because over here only the sign is positive. Cos will be negative.
Yeah.
So the equivalent angle of cos 120 is minus cos 60. I hope you are with me.
Yes, miss.
Okay, fine. Let me take you to the next part. I'll do the easy ones with you. Please scroll down. Example number 3. Can you tell me the sine, cos, and tan in the second quadrant?
Sine theta is going to be positive, cos is going to be negative, and tan is going to be negative.
Okay, fine. Very good. Now there is the part 2 if you could see. I'm giving you 2 minutes time. You have to draw diagrams and mark acute angle with the x-axis. 3 for you to try.
Okay.
Going to mark the acute angle with the x-axis. Okay, I'm switching to your screen and the video is still being recorded. Okay,
But which one, miss? Which
you have to mark the acute angle with the x-axis. 105 degree. Where will it come?
105 degrees will come in the second quadrant.
Okay, so mark the angle 105 degree. Make a line, approximate line. Where will it go? Yes. And we are trying to find acute angle with the x-axis. So where will the acute angle with the x-axis be?
Acute angle with the x-axis is going to be this.
Yeah, so what degree will it be?
105.
Is 105 acute angle?
Yeah.
Wow. You're finding acute angle with the x-axis.
Hmm.
105 is an obtuse angle.
Okay, miss. So 180 minus 105.
Yeah, so that line is 180 minus theta.
Yes,
So
miss.
your theta is
75 degrees.
Okay, fine. Okay, that's the acute angle with the x-axis. Come on, go to minus 150.
Minus 150 is going to be in the third quadrant.
Hmm. And you are looking at the acute angle with the x-axis. So I just want you to mark the acute angle with the x-axis.
So 180
Since you're doing the
minus,
reciprocal, you're doing the inverse, so you don't need to write minus 150.
yeah,
You're
I'll
finding the
just
acute angle with the x-axis. Okay, 290 degree.
290 degrees or 290.
Hmm. No, sorry, 145.
Yeah, 145. So it's going to be in the third quadrant again.
Third quadrant, that is.
Sorry, second quadrant. My bad, miss.
Hmm.
180 minus 145 gives us 35 degrees.
Okay, so you mark the acute angle with the x-axis. Go down, more
Mhm.
365. Mark acute angle with the x-axis fast.
220 is going to be in the third one.
What you've written?
40 degrees.
Okay. We're trying to find acute angle with the x-axis.
Yeah.
What is that angle?
70 degrees.
How did you get 70? Please tell me.
250 minus 180 gives us 70 degrees.
Very good. 145 degree.
So it's 180 minus 145, which is 35
35.
degrees.
Very good. Go down. Now you have to determine whether this is going to give you a positive or a negative value.
Yeah.
Okay. So sine 300. Can I have a figure for all the quadrants? 1, 2, 3, 4.
What do you mean?
Make the quadrant x-axis, y-axis.
Oh, okay. So
0. You write 0, 90, 180, 270, 360, please. Okay. You are going to determine whether the ratio is positive or negative.
yeah.
Sine 300, where would it come? Put the casts.
So sine 300 is going to be negative.
Hmm? Okay.
Negative.
So you're going to write positive or negative.
Yeah. Cos minus 25. So
Is it negative?
so it's going to be positive. Sine 400.
You will also tell me in which quadrant it will come, okay?
Hmm. Sine 400 will come in the first quadrant
Hmm.
and it's going to be positive.
Okay.
Tan 305 is going to be negative and it comes in the fourth quadrant. Cos 120
1 minute,
is
1 minute. Time
okay.
is
What?
third quadrant. Cos 120.
Miss, I can't hear you.
Cos 120.
Cos 120, yeah?
Which
I
quadrant?
didn't. Second quadrant.
Positive or
So
negative?
negative
Tan minus
is going to be 0, 91, in the third quadrant.
positive or negative?
So it's going to be positive.
Okay, very good. The next one again.
Okay, this one again?
Hmm. Now we will try to find equivalent angles, okay, using the cast and using the graph. You know your sine graph repeats every 360 degrees.
Yeah.
So this would be 0, 180 and 360. I hope you're with me.
Yes, miss.
Pi by 4 is 45 degree. Pi
Yeah.
by 4 is 45 degree.
Yes, yes, yes.
So I want the equivalent angle of 45 degree. Okay. Okay. If I take this and I take it to my graph, this is 45.
Okay.
Tell me the
So
other place
0,
where I will have 45.
180 minus pi divided by 4.
This is 45. The other place where I
1,
have to
yeah.
have 45 would be, it is has symmetry. So it would be
Yeah,
1
okay.
minus 45.
Yeah, miss.
So it would be 135 degree.
Yeah.
Okay. Check over here. Where will I put sine? Across the y-axis.
Yeah.
This is 45.
Hmm.
We already know sine 45, sine 45. This is it, right?
Yeah.
It's an angle from here to here. So I will do 180 minus 45.
Hmm.
This line is 180 minus 45.
Yeah.
So 135 degree. So the same thing to graphs.
Hmm. Okay.
Hope you're with me.
Yes, miss.
Sure.
Yes.
So this is how the casts and reading the sine graph means the same thing. Okay. With
Okay.
this, I complete everything that you need to understand and know in 6.1. Now I need you to solve the entire 6.1.